Alright, so this is my sort code in Snap. So I'm gonna start over here. Then I'm gonna go to my add button. It's gonna ask, am I ready to begin? And the two responses you can either have are yes or no. I'm going to put yes. It's going to ask, what are your favorite names? I happen to use a plethora of weird names, so don't mind me. First I'll put my own. And then I'll ask if you have any more. Put Y if you want to continue and N if you want to stop. Now I'm just going to put all the names I want in there. Check how many names do I have. I currently have 8. Yes. No. Alright now. I have 10 names here. If I click this sprite right here, it lists all the names. Then if I press space, all the names get lined up in alphabetical order. B-R, B-R-A, J-A-D, J-O, M, R-I, R-O, S-N, X, and Z. Now then, to see how I did this, here I have 6 variables: days of the week, row, list to sort, temp, done, and position. For the spread, I put when I am clicked, and when I click it, I set list to sort to list. Then I set the position variable to 1. Then I delete all list to sort and repeat this process 10 times. I add the item in the current position of days in the week to list to sort, and then I change position by 1. I do that 10 times, so eventually my entire list is in there. And then I set my done variable to 0. Then I have a giant repeat process right here, which is set to repeat until done equals 1. Now you might be confused here since I set done equal to 1 in the very beginning. And the reason I do that is because what if the list is already sorted out? Like, what if it's already in alphabetical order? And then I set position to 1 to start at, well, position 1. Then I repeat this, the length of list to sort, minus 1. I have it say first as in the first item, equals item position of list to sort for 2 seconds. And then after that, I would say the second item, one, item position plus 1, so right here, plus 1 of list to sort. And then after that, I don't know why I have the rest of this code. This is from earlier. And then here's my actual sort code right here. When I press the space bar, I set done equal to 0 like before. And then over here, once again repeat until done equals 1. Set it to done equals 1 again, because what if the list is already sorted? Then I have a repeat that's set to the length of days of the week minus 1. Basically, this is how the sort works. If item position of days of the week is greater than item position plus 1 of days of the week, basically, say this one right here is greater than this one. If this name had a okay, basically think alphabetically with this. If this name had a as well, it would have to go to the R. And since N goes before, that would swap up there. Basically think of it like that. But yeah, if item position of days of the week is greater than item position plus 1 of days of the week, set temp, which is basically like a temporary spot to put an item, set temp to item position days of the week. It basically moves that item into a temporary slot. And then replace item position of days of the week with item plus 1 of days of the week, which basically puts this in temp, puts that up there, and then to replace item plus 1 of days of the week, replace item position plus 1 of days of the week with the item in the temporary position, and then set done to 0 and change position by 1, and then it just repeats. It basically checks through the entire list to see are there any names that need to be swapped, that need to also be swapped. I will admit, at first, I did have quite a bit of trouble with this, but eventually, I started thinking of like different things, like a deck of cards, almost. It's like a deck of cards. You have your suits and your rank. You have your different suits and your rank. I basically thought of it like that. Overall, that was my sort code. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. This is Makai Holly signing out.